Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Vishnupadaya Hare Radhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Hari Radhaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Pralada Ladadaile Hiranya Kashipu Maksha
एवं विष्णुपाद परिवेजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय। यमुना मई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री राम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। God Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru, Sri Govind, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada की जय। सत्य एकादशी की जय।
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome back. Very nice to see you all back into this program. Today is very special. Happy Ekadashi, Satil Ekadashi. So this afternoon, I was thinking about one person, whom I met like a couple of months back. Her name is Srimad Mathaji. I was just thinking about her, and coincidentally, I thought of calling her for the program, but somehow it slipped my mind. But coincidentally, at 6 o'clock, she appeared. So let's welcome her by chanting 3 times Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So thank you, Mataji. Next time I'll see you with your kids. So we would like to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from our great Subhadra Mathaji. You all know her, you don't need introduction, but still it's my pleasure to introduce her. She's a wonderful, wonderful disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Our entire family is disciples of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and they have wonderful kids. Sukada Prabhu is missing today, and they have wonderful Adishesh Prabhu and Darshan Krishna Prabhu. So she does a lot of service at the temple. If you have visited ISKCON Philadelphia, she does DT worship without miss every Sunday. She's there by 4 a.m. in the morning. You can see her, and wonderful DT dressing because of her. And her son also dresses very nice. Thank you for that. And Sukada Prabhu also does wonderful service to ISKCON Philadelphia. They're all dedicated to ISKCON Philadelphia. Every Sunday without miss, they're all there. Thank you. And she got initiated about 20 years back. Right, Mataji? Sorry, I missed that here always. But anyways, she has been practicing Krishna consciousness for more than 2 decades, almost 3 decades now. She's a wonderful preacher. She helps a lot of families, even materially. If you need any guidance, she can help you out. So we'd like to hear from our Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 3rd chapter, 33. Thank you, Mataji.
Directly doing no Radha Mata
Recitation, shloka repeat. डालना है क्या?
How to do? Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I didn't mention today. My wife is a little tired. She didn't turn up, so there's no Saturday school. Somebody has to engage kids.
Now they can sit here, kids.
Yes, kids.
Sit down. We'll do exercise. Oh, me? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? No? Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
No?
Yeah, that's saying yeah.
All kids. Oh, somebody is taking.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayana Namaskritam
Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayam Mudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
So today we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse 33. Yatre me sada sadrupe pratiside shvasambida avidyatmani krite ittada brahma darshanam. Yatra me sada sadrupe pratiside shvasambida avidyatmani krite ittada brahma darshanam. Yatra me sada sadrupe pratiside shvasambida avidyatmani krite ittada brahma darshanam. But they cannot say, right? They should have repeat after me. Okay, we'll do again. Sorry, I thought you guys have. Okay. Yatra me sada sadrupe
Yatra me sada sadrupe
pratiside shvasambida
Pratiside Svasambhida
avidyatmani krite
Avidyatmani Krite
ittada brahma darshanam.
Ittada Brahmadarshanam
Yatra me sada sadrupe
Yatra de sada sadrupe
pratiside shvasambida
Pratiside Svasambhida
avidyatmani krite
Avidyatmani Krite
ittad brahma darshanam.
Ittad Brahmadarshanam
Yatra me sada sadrupe
Yatra me sada sadrupe
pratiside shvasambide
Pratiside Svasambhide
avidyatmani krite
Avidyatmani Krite
ittada brahma darshanam.
Ittada Brahmadarshanam.
Okay, so we'll now do word to word. Yatra,
Yatra.
whenever.
Whenever,
Ime,
Ime,
in all these.
in all these,
Sat, asat,
Sat, Asat,
gross and subtle.
gross and subtle,
Rupe,
Rupe,
in the forms of.
in the forms of
Pratisidhe,
Pratiside,
on being nullified.
on being nullified,
Shvashambidha,
Shoshambhida,
by self-realization.
by self-realization,
Avidya,
Avidya,
by ignorance. Atmani, in the self. Krite, having been imposed. Iti, thus. Tat, that is. Brahma Darshanam, the process of seeing the Absolute. Now, translation by His Divine Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, translation. Whenever a person experiences by self-realization that both the gross and subtle bodies have nothing to do with the pure self, at that time he sees himself as well as the Lord. So again, I'll repeat, this is very, very important. Whenever a person experiences by self-realization that both the gross and subtle bodies have nothing to do with the pure self, at that time he sees himself as well as the Lord. So purport. The difference between self-realization and material illusion is to know that the temporary or illusory impositions of material energy in the shape of gross and subtle bodies are superficial coverings of the self, the coverings that place due to ignorance. Such coverings are never effective in the person of the personality of Godhead. Knowing this convincingly is called liberation or seeing the absolute. This means that perfect self-realization is made possible by adoption of godly or spiritual life. Self-realization means becoming indifferent to the needs of the gross and subtle bodies and becoming serious about the activities of the self. The impetus for activities is generated from the self, but such activities become illusory due to ignorance of the gross and subtle bodies, and therefore a whole set of activities is spoiled, life after life. When, however, one meets the self by proper culture, the activities of the self begin. Therefore, a man who is engaged in the activities of the self is called Jiban Mukta, or a liberated person, even in the conditional life. This perfect stage of self-realization is attained not by artificial means, but under the lotus feet of the Lord, who is always transcendental always transcendental. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that He is present in everyone's heart, and from Him only all knowledge, remembrance, or forgetfulness take place. When the living being desires to be an enjoyer of material energy, illusory phenomena, the Lord covers the living being in the mystery of forgetfulness, and thus the living being misinterprets the gross body and subtle mind to be his own self. And by the culture of transcendental knowledge, when the living being prays to the Lord for deliverance from the clutches of forgetfulness, the Lord, by His causeless mercy, removes the living being's illusory cotton, and thus he realizes his own self. He then engages himself in the service of the Lord in his eternal constitutional position, becoming liberated from the conditioned life. All this is executed by the Lord either through his external potency or directly by the internal potency. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manohistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Shoyam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sachi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you Prabhu for giving me this opportunity. Thank you everybody. Before even I say something, I seek all your blessings and please forgive me if I do any mistake. Anything wrong that I'll say today, it's only mine. Anything good that comes out from this class and will help you all, it all goes to Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj. So before I start anything, I want to know what is your expectation today from this class. Everybody is coming, right? With some kind of expectation. So tell me what is your expectation and I'll try to adjust because this particular topic can go very technical, very philosophical, very light. We can take it anyways depending upon what you guys are looking for today. It can be also we are just coming for prasadam. Or we are just coming for having devotees association. But what is the expectation? Anyone who wants to volunteer? Yes, Mataji.
I would like to hear the philosophy and whatever technical, it doesn't matter because we have had technical classes in the past. Archana Bhakti Mataji had taken. So I'm okay, but if others are okay, then I'm fine.
So only technical part of it, or you want to take it and implement it?
Yes.
The implementation, right? Like yes. Understanding is one thing, yes. Then contemplating on what you understand is another thing. Then you contribute it to everybody, then you implement it, right? I can tell whatever, but do you want to know that how are we going to? Because the translation starts with whenever. There is no guarantee that it can happen next minute, or it can happen millions of years back, or it can happen now also. Srila Prabhupada always tells that next second you can go back to Krishna, if you can have that realization. So what is that realization? How are we going to get it? So, and nobody has any expectation then?
No,
Nothing?
just
Okay.
go with the flow.
Okay, thank you. Then we will read, I did not open the right document, but that's okay. We will read the translation again. So, okay, whenever a person experiences by self-realization, only by self-realization when you experience, and that too whenever we are coming here, it can happen now or it can happen millions of lifetime, because what is that self-realization? That we are not this body, and that we have been telling time immemorial, like everybody is talking about we are not the body. But are we really leading a life like that, that we are not the body? That is what we are trying to read today. And what they are saying is that, what is that self-realization? That both the gross and subtle bodies have nothing to do with the pure self. Whatever is the pure self, the gross and subtle body has nothing to do. But anybody is leading that kind of life that, okay, I'm just the soul, I have nothing to do with this body, somebody can just come, cut me, beat me, yell at me, spit at me, anything, and I'm like, I'm not the body. Are we leading that kind of life? No, then that means we don't know where we stand. Today it will be very clear where we stand, because each of us know where we stand. And if we do a journal every day, like just open a notebook, just 5 minutes, don't think, just leave your mind alone and just follow your mind. Where is your mind taking you? And you write it down. Then you will know exactly where we stand. And then it will be easy for us to understand. So we will go, I will do that. So the difference between self-realization and material illusion is to know that the temporary or illusory imposition of material energy is the shape of gross and subtle bodies, are superficial covering of the self. So, okay, before that, I want to tell that this is a very important chapter. Of course, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, every syllable is important. Every word is important, and Srila Prabhupada always tells we have to scrutinizingly read it. And in the association of the devotees, sincerely if we read it, it goes. Why this chapter is very important? Because this chapter is considered as the index of Srimad Bhagavatam. Whatever is there from text 1 to 42, 46 something, if you read that, it gives us the whole index. Index is what? It will just let you know what all are going to come, what is Srimad Bhagavatam. And then here in this chapter, like from chapter, this chapter has answers to question 4, question 5, question 6. Text 1 to text 4 answers question 4, the Purusha Avatara. Then from 6 to 27 answers 5, all the incarnations of Krishna, right? And verse 43 will tell the question number 6. Where does religion go? 43. And in between all the text, it is the benefit of hearing about all these incarnations. So as Mataji said, Archana Bhaktika Mataji went over the incarnation very elaborately, and why this material creation happened, how it happened, and what is the importance of that she has discussed. What is the importance of Virata Rupa? It's been like the Prabhu who came from New York, he nicely explained that Virata Rupa is nothing but just an imaginary form. It is not transcendental, it is just an imaginary form. And why it was done? It was done for, it scripture says for neophyte devotees or non-devotees, but I think it is for everyone. For us also, it's very, very important when we correlate with the Virata Rupa. It becomes easy, because lot of us always relate everything that we see, touch, feel, then we say, oh, that is the truth. Things that we cannot see, we feel like, okay, it's not there, right? That is our subtle thing. So so she explained that Virata Rupa that Prabhu did, and of course Syam Kumar Prabhu explained verse 29, 30 that Prabhu did, 31, 32. 29, as I said, it is Falashruti. So if you really, with devotion, again, the translation says, with devotion, if somebody read this mysterious incarnation every morning and evening, all your miseries will be gone. So every, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam we read, everywhere it will come devotional service, devotional. with love, with sincerity. It's just not like lip service. So what are we doing? That is very important. And 31, it's explained about how less intelligent people, they always say that, oh, the sky is cloudy, or the air is so dusty. But reality is what? Air is carrying the cloud, air is carrying the dust. But we just say, and that's how they also they implement the material body in the spiritual self also. That is how the Virata Rupa then kind of they can connect. 32 was the verse before it, was explained that beyond this gross body something subtle is there, and that subtle neither we can see, neither we can hear, that never manifests, nothing happens. Today verse is again how to know that this subtle and gross has nothing to do with the self. So then why are we all identifying ourselves with our body? Because the being is covered by avidya. Avidya is illusion, right? So when it is covered by avidya, so if we do a picture, you will see soul like just a tiny you will put. Of course, nobody can see that, right? And the soul is covered by intelligence, intelligence by mind, then mind by false ego, then the gross body. So gross body is nothing. It is just like a superficial covering. Right, as Krishna is saying, it is Prabhupada is explaining, it is just a superficial covering and it is coming from Krishna's material energy. So the soul in the beginning just do not know anything. Like for example, if I say I forgot something, what I will forget? If I remember anything only I will forget, right? Other than that, how I will forget anything, right? So now at this point, the soul, the being doesn't know what is the role of that soul, right? Whatever that soul at this point, when it comes out, like Mataji explained everything, I'm not going back, how all this Mahatma Tattva and all 23 elements happen. So just the being, what we have. So we are covered by avidya, and then when this soul comes in contact with Maya, then our intelligence, mind, false ego happens. So when we are covered, so what are we forgetting? The soul is totally forgetting that I am a soul. Forget about spirit soul. Avidya is not even allowing that being to think that it is a soul. So because of that illusion, that soul is always identifying that I am this body, my son, my friend, my husband, my home, that is what our life is revolving around. No matter how much we are trying, not happening. But when you read it, it says that when you come in contact, like Srila Prabhupada is saying, when we come in contact with a pure devotee, then we get the knowledge, then we become Jivana Mukta, no Jivana Badha, like we are liberated. So Prabhu said, Mataji is practicing for 3 decades or 2 days, whatever, how many ever years. So what's the point? Why I am still in the bodily platform? That avidya is so dense, it's because it is not in this lifetime. It is coming with us with other karma also that is coming from anadi, there is no timing. Srila Prabhupada is telling you, we do not have to even know when it started, when it is going to. He said that what is our main business? Very good example, he said that if somebody throws you in a dark well, will you go there and just sit down and think, why I came here? Who threw me? You are going to waste, or you will say, how I am going to get out of here? So when it started, when it came, all immaterial. But we know that we are carrying so many karmas and sanskaras with us, right? Not only that, like the soul has on top of that all these karmas is coming. So when avidya is not allowing it, like to know that I am this, then from where all these desires are coming? Is Maya telling that do this, do that? No. So from where we are getting the desire? Desires are all coming from the mind. Our thinking, willing, feeling is everything on mind. So no matter how many years I am practicing, if I would be really a Jivana Mukta, then I would know that okay, that many of years of practicing and knowing everything, I am liberated. I can understand, okay, I am not this body. So not this body means what? When I am just by myself, sitting in my house, not going anywhere, not interacting with anybody, it is very easy for me to really be in very calm mind. There are like 5 stages of mind according to yoga, we'll discuss. I'll be very calm, I'll not get irritated, nothing. Then I might be in illusion, oh my god, I got the control over my body, my mind, my speech. As soon as we come in contact with other souls, that's when we will know where we stand. So that's how much we practice. My son talks back to me. That's when is my test. Am I in that mother role or am I really of soul? Right? So that is what is very, very important for us to do the self-realization today. That how are we going to do it? So the mind is the biggest hindrance here. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, there are so many slokas. So topic like, Bhagavad Gita mainly deals with 5 topics, right? What are those 5 topics? Kala. So everything is there in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself came and he spoke. Right? He spoke everything in 7 out of 700 verses. 574 verses only Krishna spoke himself. Out of that, at least 25 to 30 verses are about the difference between the body and the soul. He has explained everything. And then 15 to 20 verses are there about the mind. No matter what, end of the day, the mind is the one that is distracting us in every different ways. And we become the servant of the mind. Rather than becoming the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna, we are the servant of the mind. So Prabhupada is saying this means that the perfect self-realization is made possible by adoption of godly or spiritual life. So this association also, how are we going to do? That is also has to come from the mercy of a devotee. So when I said that what are we remembering that we are going to forget, that remembrance is only I am the soul also that we forgot. Then we said, what is the constitutional position of the soul? What is the constitutional position of the soul? Why? Okay, if that is the constitutional of the soul, if everybody knows about that, then this room would be packed today. Right? Everybody wherever you go, they know this is the Jivara Swarup, that is the main, that is my constitutional. I am a servant of the Lord. But that soul does not know even that. Forget about forgetting that. Now the soul has already forgotten I am the soul. It's just sleeping happily thinking, oh, I am this body, I am enjoying this, I am going to stay here forever, today I have made this much, tomorrow that much, right, like that it will go. So then how are we going to then remember that, oh no, I am the spirit soul. Why I am spirit soul? Because I am part and parcel of Krishna. And because Krishna is spiritual, we are spirit soul. So that will happen when a mercy of a pure devotee happens in us. So at least here we have that mercy so that we are all together. So now at least we all know that we have the starting point. We all have the mercy. So now that we got the mercy, what we will have? We'll have the faith that yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality or Godhead. But then how to go to Him? That is all given in all the scriptures and our acharyas in Bhav, like Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion. You read everything has been really clearly explained that how from the faith that Shraddha happened, then from that you will sadhu sangha, then bhajana kriya, anartha nivriti. Till that point also have we come. Once we come, that Dhrida Shraddha we did, and then 100% we surrender to Krishna, full. But again, Srila Prabhupada is telling full surrender. He just never say, okay, we are surrendering. Sarva dharman parityaja. We all say that. But when some calamities come or some issue come in our life, what we think? We are the controller. Oh, I can manage it. If it is in my hand, I can just do this, do that. How many of us are just sitting like that and saying, oh no, you know what, that's okay. Krishna is taking care of me. We still are not doing that, right? But there are some devotees who are in that stage. There is a Mataji in New York. She was telling the story. I told the Parima Mataji one day. She was going to her home in the night. A guy came with a gun. That's when like Mataji still worked. And I is also working with Mataji. Give what you have in this bag. Like that bag Prabhu has, she had that bag. Then when she went to her, reached her house, she opened the gate and then she said, okay, you want to take? Take. She gave him books. He's like, so you were not scared? She's like, no. Because even if I'm destined to die by your gone, nobody can save me. And if I'm not, you cannot kill me. So how many of us can we do that? If somebody now puts a gun in my head, am I allowed to say that? So that is the stage actually. When that stage comes in our life, nothing matters to us, then we will know, okay, now we can see simultaneously the self and Krishna. Just to know, because of the avidya, now if the avidya is like removed, we will know we are the soul, that anybody can do. Gyanis, impersonalists, like all these people like karmis, they can know, okay, I'm not the soul. But only devotees, they know both simultaneously. That I am a spirit soul, Krishna is the spiritual thing. Like that is why I get this spirit, get this body or whatever I have. I am the spirit soul. I'm not this body, and Krishna is spiritual. Only that the devotee realization will come. So why are we like this? Because what happens is like we turn our face away from Krishna. We have become okay. No, first like let's see. Like I'll talk about the mind little bit. Because this avidya is very strong. It is very deep rooted. So if you see avidya if you take a tree, the avidya is the root, then it has all branches. So one branch is asmita, and that is what I am doing this, I am the doer. So that is what the soul is only thinking. Now the I-ness is still there with the soul, I. Then raga, then it is dvesa, like all this, and then it comes the end is the fear, like I'm not going to lose anything, the fear. So what happens, raga also is an attachment, that this doesn't belong to me, but I'm still attached. That then you get attached to your wealth, your relationship, your whatever you have in this material position. That also taking us away from Krishna, it's not bringing close to Krishna. And then comes dvesa, is aversion, so you get this hatred for everything. So attachment and hatred and all, from here it is all coming. It is all coming from our chitta, that is there in our consciousness from life after life after life. So it is imprinted. So when we come in certain situation, it immediately catches that. Then we think, oh, if it is like an attachment, I'll get some pleasure and this is my happiness, and we will try to do that. And we will forget who are we. And when we don't get something, that also we get very angry. Like why we get so much of angry? Because we contemplate on certain things, and when that doesn't happen, then you get angry. And where from this anger is coming? From desire. And all these desires are coming from mind. And from where mind is getting it? From the subconscious mind, that chitta which we say, right? And all impressions are there. So mind is getting it from there. So even if when we saw that diagram, and also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, right? If from all the indriyas that we have, the dull matter is the lowest. That is the gross body. Then senses are higher than matter. Then mind is even, false ego is higher than the senses. The mind is also higher than false ego. And then intelligence is higher and soul is the highest. Even if we know that intelligence is higher than mind, but we are still always, or most of us are the servant of the mind. When it comes to mind, that is where all the hindrances comes. So like now we discussed about that all the four things of the avidya, and then as I said that we are part and parcel. So that is the reality of our human life, is what we should know. We should know our sambandha with Krishna. We should know who are we, why are we here, for what is the reason I am here. Like sometimes when we go preach outside to people, you can just one thing you ask them and leave them, go home. You just ask them what is your name, they will tell such and such. Then my next question is, I tell them that why are you so and so, why I am Sohini, why are you not Sohini, I am not so and so. These people will go, oh my God, I never thought about it. Why is it so? That's the basic thing. Then we will see that why Parima and this Prabhu, they are husband-wife. Why Parima is not wife of somebody else? So there is all there, right? Individual karma. Then we have collective karma. So today we are all here. We had for 2-3 hours some karma, so we came together. And we are doing Sarvana, like I am saying, you guys are hearing. Also we are doing that, a devotional service. So that is where Krishna is also telling in 15.7 that living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental part. So Krishna is here validating that okay, you guys are my part and parcel. But due to conditioned life, that is mama ema jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha mana sasta indriyani, like out of these 6 cycles, sasta indriyani prakriti stanikas. So because of that 6 and we are struggling. Krishna is telling that. And also in verse 32, chapter 3:42, where he said that I told working senses are superior, and that is that. So we are always misled because mind is the controller. Mind is the control of all senses. That is why our tongue will tell, oh, I want to taste something today like dosa or something. Right? But then Srila Prabhupada is telling, are you thinking about Krishna at that time? Rather, we think, oh, I'm going to cook. Who is there today at home to eat? If nobody is there, how I can make? What is going to happen? That's what usually we do. Or what my son likes. Or what my husband likes. So Srila Prabhupada is telling that is also okay. To begin with, we are not in that state yet. That okay, we don't need Anya Vilasita Shunyam. That is our goal. We are not there, but at least you are doing some devotional service. 24 hours if you are thinking about Krishna. So how the desire is going to go? How are we going to become desireless? Because Srila Prabhupada is saying that's not possible. Desire will be always there, but you have to transform your desire. Whatever desire you have, how are you going to transfer it to other things? But there are something that is never going to go. Why? Because as I said, from avidya, all these 4 things we saw, that pushes us to do some kind of sinful activities. And that sinful activities are 2 types. One is, what is that? How many types of sinful activities? Mataji, you say.
Simple activities is that
Parabdha and aparabdha, right? So parabdha is, which is already fruitful, like you are suffering. You are suffering for that. And you can see that chronic disease, or you are ugly, lack of education, lot of legal implications. Those are all parabdha karma, like that we have. No matter what, it will be there. Or parabdha is it's not manifested yet, but you have done, it's going to come. Those are there. But Srila Prabhupada is saying that even when we chant mindfully, the parabdha karma that comes from the beginning of the creation also goes away. And after you chant, he said in one lecture, read Namastakam. 7:30, right? Namastakam. Because we say that we should be chanting without any offense. But we do offense all the time. No matter what, I don't know, but I do. And Srila Prabhupada is also telling that one little exercise we'll do in the end, mind exercise. So Prabhupada is saying no matter what we do, our mind will go here and there. And because we cannot see it, we might fake it. I can just close my eyes and sit and hear my head like this, and you guys will think, oh my God, Mataji in some other world. Or Mataji might be thinking of something, some party, some dance, something. Nobody knows, right? But who is seeing that? Who is seeing that? Krishna. Because he is in everybody's heart as Paramatma. So the intention, even the intention behind our action, Krishna sees that. We might come very nicely and nobody can know my intention. I'll be like looking very nice and do very good. But in my mind, I might be thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to, today I'm going to say something. And then this is the outcome in my mind, I thought. But nobody would know what I'm thinking. But Krishna sees that. So how can we come to that state? That whatever we think, we feel or we will, everything is in Krishna's, everything will be for Krishna. So those like the mind, as I said, I have to look, yeah, I have it because I might forget. So, so mind, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there are 5 stages of mind. Okay, you tell. Oh no, okay. So there are 5 stages. Out of 5, 3 are very negative stage, 2 are positive stage. So 2 who will be there in the 2 stages. But the first 3, the first one is Shupta, that is disturbed mind. They are in totally tamas. Doesn't matter what is happening in the world, right? They are very happy. And then the second one is Mudha, which our Srila Prabhupada always use this word Mudha for everybody. So Mudha, they do all crazy things. Pagalpan hai. All pagalpan things they will do. Crazy things. Sorry.
Yeah.
There are 2 people, they cannot understand. So crazy things they do. And they will be envious of people. They love criticizing. They love gossiping. So it's all like not the body, like not the soul. We don't want to do that. But the mind is getting the impression from whatever lifetime we have, and then when we see people talking about each other, we feel, okay, let me just go, what are they talking, I will listen. But you will see some people are they're like, okay, I don't care. So all like different stages of our mind, and the same person can go through different types of mind in these 24 hours. So we can be in 3 modes of 3 modes of material nature can attack us at any time of the day. And again in the morning, that's why they say wake up in the Brahma Muhurta, finish your transcendental work, spiritual work, whatever you have to do. Because as soon as sun is up and all work happens, then the passion comes, in the evening ignorance comes. But how are we going to continue with that? That's why of course Srila Prabhupada, he is definitely, whenever he closes his eyes, he gets connected to Krishna. But for us to get connected to Krishna, we really don't want other souls to be around, right? So like a new driver who is driving a car, do you think they like to drive in a traffic time? They would really avoid, right? Or let me just go early morning, there will be no traffic, nothing, I'll go and I will reach my destination. Then slowly when you become a very seasoned driver, then you will be driving in one hand, where you are going you don't know, you know the road, and then you left turn, right turn, you don't need any GPS, nothing. But at that time also people start eating, that's what happens. So for us that we are not like that. So in the morning we get very connected to Krishna, we can be anchored to Krishna. So that's what Prabhupada is giving an example in the Nectar of Instruction, that if you have a comfortable life, you have a comfortable train and you are going somewhere and you have booked a first class comfortable compartment, you go, you sit there, and then you are sitting, then you see, look, your train did not move anywhere. How long will you enjoy there? You have to get down at one point, otherwise this train is not moving. So that's how our material life is. Comfort. Oh, I'm in a very comfort zone, I'm enjoying my life, but how long will we enjoy if we really don't understand that we are who are we? So because we do that, why we are not in that stage? Because we are in a Bahirmukha stage, we are face is away from Krishna. So if it is dark and a person cannot see, and the person keeps on saying that, oh, I cannot see because it is dark, I cannot see. It's not true that he cannot see. He has that seeing capacity. Because it is dark, he cannot see. And that stage, what you will say, come out of the room, or light the room. That is what it is. So basically this is what it is, that we are in darkness. We just don't know who are we. Then from Bahirmukhi, how are we going to become Antaramukhi towards Krishna? That is what is the process. We have to do our devotional service, chant our rounds nicely, sincerely, and then associate with devotees, glorify Krishna with the devotees, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and that's how, like, we will become antarmukhi. So that time what will happen is, you just have to turn your face to Krishna. We just have to tell that person, turn your face to Krishna. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Krishna is like sun, Maya is like darkness. So wherever there is Krishna, there is no place for Maya. So only thing what we have to do is just turn our face to Krishna. So how we will do that? Our mind will cry every single minute. Oh, this person said me that. You go to work, oh my God, there is politics happening. That Prabhu told me, this Mataji told me. Mind will cry all the time. That time we just have to, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, what is his song? What is that song? Very famous. Bhaja Hure Mana, Sinanda Nandana, Abhaya Charanara Vindare. So our mind should be in Krishna's lotus feet. So what should we do? When somebody is telling, forget about somebody, mind. Mind is crying. Oh, you know what? Today my boss yelled at me. When mind starts talking like that, immediately turn to Krishna. Immediately turn to Krishna. Then after some times, okay, fine. That is gone, right? Krishna's like, Vajra man always like chant Krishna's name. Turn your face away. Then how much the mind will cry? And mind is so mind with also like, you get like bad intelligence, then it is very dangerous. But at least for the devotees, we can do something, right? Mind will tell you constantly, like, today, let's say I am used to drinking green tea, for example, I'm just saying. And then all of a sudden I got the knowledge, oh, green tea is not good for you. Then mind will say, okay, I'm not going to take green tea anymore. So tomorrow, let's say everybody in my family, they know I drink green tea, they will come with me, please drink. No, oh, just one time you drink. No, I'm not drinking, right? Then let's say towards afternoon I feel little tired, then they will again come. See, I told you, just one time you drink, no? The tiredness will go. At that time we fall victim. That time also if we say, no, I'm not drinking. That is exactly what we do. Like in the morning you will see, we'll put the alarm. It's 3:45, 3:15, 3:30, whatever people set. Alarm goes, okay, little bit, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like, most of them do, right? Most of them. That is why I put that, hey rascal, get up you rascal. Then the Prabhupada, when he says that, I'm like, loudly he will say. Because before that I used to do that. Like, no, I'll snooze it. I'll snooze it. And then I'll give, 3:30. I know I will get up at 3:45. My mind knows that, but I'll give 3:30. But that is where we are becoming weak. Weaker day by day. No matter what, a little thing, you fix it. I am going to do this, I will do it. Small things like that. Small things. I am not going to touch my phone for 10 minutes. We can do that, right? It's not that it's something bad. I use this device for Krishna conscious activities only. I don't do anything other than that. But still, if let's say to control my mind, I have to set 10 minutes. Look 10 minutes. Then you also write down. Journalism is very good. Write down how many times you looked at the watch. 10 minutes is done. That means what? Your mind is in the 10 minutes. How to cross that 10 minutes so you will go to the phone. So little things, that exercise if we do to control the mind, then it will be easy. Of course, we cannot control the mind by Krishna's mercy. But Krishna's mercy is already there, Guru's mercy is there, that's why we are here, we are chanting, but we just know how to utilize it. Okay, so yeah, Bahirmukhi, we discussed that. And also Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna is telling, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Rupa Goswami that Brahmande Bhramite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Kripa Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. So Bhagyavan, not that everybody will get, right? It's not that easy. And then when we get it, what are we going to do? When we get Guru Kripa, but then, or not only that, okay, we got Guru Kripa now, okay, fine, we will just do. But then again, and also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that Bahunam Janmanam Ante, like after long time, you will find that kind of a soul, but also that is sudurlabha. It's not that very rare, very easily those kind of souls are available, very rare. And when these souls come, so that is what is like all the Jibba Atmas, they are actually pleasure seeking, they are Anandamaya, but they are confined in this material world. They want to break it and go out, but they just do not know the process of liberation. This process of liberation comes from the Krishna conscious movement. Like we can go give them some prasad, invite them to chant around with us and do something. So the best thing is I'll stop here, but we'll do our exercise. But I'm like, because I don't want to go over this Sarvanam Kirtanam, all these devotional services is there. How are we going to do devotional service? Now nobody is new here, so I don't want to go over. We all know those nine steps. And then constantly if we hear, then Krishna is the benefactor in the heart. He understands the desire of the person and then he helps. So constantly hearing helps us. Like constantly you keep on hearing about Krishna from, anybody, like or you reading is also like good, but we cannot understand much if we read by ourselves. And again, like 15:15, what is that? Sarvasya chaham hridaya I will sing that. Mataha smritir jnanam apahanam cha. So Krishna is telling here in this part, Prabhupada is writing that Krishna is in the heart. So when somebody tries to enjoy the material energy of Krishna, then Krishna makes them forgetful. That is what happened. Here we all are talking of Vidya, soul comes, of Vidya, then Maya, when soul comes in contact with Maya, all these subtle bodies are, but everything is orchestrated by Krishna. Nothing is happening without his potencies, right? He's internal and he's external. So that's Prabhupada in the end he's saying that, I don't know, I don't have that purport, but yeah, by culture, this was so Srila Prabhupada basically is saying that, when Krishna becomes happy, then he is going to remove that curtain from our eye, that illusory curtain. Like we all have that. Let's say somebody has cataract and they cannot see, but they think that nothing is that in the world, that is nothing, everything is false. Once they remove it, they get it. So same way, like, if Krishna is happy, but how that will be done? It will be done by his internal potency as well as external potency. So it is Mahamaya, Yogamaya. So there is technical things to that which our acharyas are explaining. It's that Yogamaya only attacks devotees, like pure devotees, like Yashoda Maya. She could not just remember what she saw. And to us, Mahamaya attacks. But when we are that situation, like Anartha Nivritti is happening slowly, not going to happen right away. Slowly, we have to change our thought process. Anything that comes to our mind, we have to change it immediately. Anything, any little thing. Somebody said something, you are sad. How long are you going to be sad for that? That is what it is. How long are you going to hold something? So immediately you leave it gone, then you understand. Then Krishna sees that. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that Krishna becomes very happy when he sees that a person is trying to come towards him. How it is that? By very little things. I pick up this water, but I think it's not offered to Krishna, I'm not going to drink it. First I will offer to Krishna and I will sing the taste of water is Krishna and I drink it. Very simple. That makes Krishna so happy that he sees that is our determination. That's when Krishna gives you that Sakti to fight with all these illusory energies and move forward. So everybody's goal is one. We know Anya Vilasita Shunyam. We have to be there. To go there are processes. It might happen for someone in couple of years, for someone couple of lifetimes, for someone million lifetimes. But we should not feel dejected because we know Krishna is coming again and again to take every single soul back. Srila Prabhupada is saying nobody will stay, everyone will go. But what timing? So, and we cannot, this human life only we can just sit down and think what is our real business. Real business is not to make my relationship good with Parima Mataji. If it is bad, my real business is not to make my boss happy. The real business is to know how to get out of these miseries, that four things that we all go through: birth, death, old age and disease. No matter what, we cannot stop it. And Srila Prabhupada is saying the main business of all of us is to get out of this. And only in this human body we get this opportunity to do. We cannot do it in dog's body. And we have got this opportunity, let us all do that. So how to go there, that is the process. How long it will take, we don't know, but our focus should be there. So let's say now I have to drive to North Carolina. I know it will take 7 hours. I put it in my GPS. I go. If I know that okay 7 hours, so I have that knowledge, then I will think okay, if my goal is to go there and finish my job quickly, then definitely I'm not going to get distracted, go to the rest area, eat and go to bathroom, make a couple of stop. My aim will be how am I going to reach there. But if a person has all the time in their hand because they don't know what is time, they don't know what they have to do, like a 5-year-old you tell okay you go, what they will understand? Nothing. For them nothing matters. They will just go whenever. So all of us, we know we have a goal. How to go, the process is given, and thus we just have to sincerely and attentively think about that, contemplate on that, and definitely one day we will reach there. So everybody's goal is there. So let us do a very small exercise of mind to see if our mind is listening to us. And then be honest though, there is nothing wrong in getting distracted in 1 second or getting distracted in 5 minutes, right? There is nothing wrong in that. But at least I will know, okay, my mind can stay in one place for 5 minutes. Then tomorrow I will try to make it 7 minutes. So if I reach that 7 minutes, that means one round I can focus on Krishna's lotus feet. Other than that, it is difficult. No matter, offenseless chanting is what? Only while chanting all 16 rounds if your mind is on Krishna's lotus feet. My Guru Maharaj was telling Japataka Swami Maharaj that when your mind goes here and there, you just shout Gauranga, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu will bring your mind back. Because we know very well where our mind is going. So, ready, we'll do? Everybody will close our eyes and I will tell and you guys follow me. And in the whatever I am telling you, close your eyes and tell, you do that. Okay? Wherever you fail, you just note by yourself. Okay, Mataji, when you said get out of the room, I was already in my house. That is also fine. But that is the thing we will do. Okay. So let's think about something Krishna conscious. Let's say we don't have today hear anything. We will go to Patel brother and get some fruits. We'll come back, we'll wash the fruit and we'll offer it to Krishna. That is our project. But everybody has to be very mindful that every word that I'm saying you guys are following. Okay? Okay. So please stand up, walk to the door, open the door, then go to the next door, open the next door, walk to your car, open the door of the car, and sit in the car, reverse your car, then start driving. Make a left turn, stop in the red light, make a right turn, just drive, then make a left turn to the parking lot, then drive, find a beautiful parking spot, park your car, open the door, get out of the car, close your door, walk to the door of Patel brother, get into the store and make a left, go straight, then pick some bananas, some oranges, apple, go to the counter, pay for it, then walk back, open the door, make a left, walk to the parking lot, again open your car, sit in your car, drive, stop at the stoplight, make a left or make a right, and come to the parking lot, of this place. Then again get out of the car, lock your car, walk through the first door, walk through the second door, take a water bottle, wash the fruits, then offer it to Krishna, then come back and sit on your chair. Now we can open our eyes. So who followed all the way? Or somebody fall asleep, that is also fine. So, did anybody able to do every single thing that I said? Huh? Good. So, how many minutes we did? I don't know, Prabhu, how many minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So, 3 minutes also, maybe it might have felt to some people that, oh my God, it is too much. Right? You are too slow. Okay, that's fine. No problem. No problem. When I'm saying like open the door of the car, you are still hearing this this door. Okay, that is good. No problem. No problem.
Mataji said go second door, but she forgot to tell wear shoes.
Good. See, has a point. She said Mataji forgot to say put your shoes.
And then
So that means like when we are like yes. So you again we know right exactly what we are doing.
you said
So
take left, no, it's we're supposed to take right.
see, she is thinking all this. She just didn't do whatever I said. She thought okay that is totally fine. That is what exactly happens when we chant. Unknowingly our mind will go here and there. Very subtly mind will go sleep and we will think we are chanting because these are very little things. So this is the best exercise that we all can do anytime. 24 hours we have, like 10 minutes give to yourself. Sit down and think, like relax and think. And you can also follow your mind. If you just sit down and you think, you can see where your mind is going, what your mind is thinking. Then only we will know out of that 5 stages where we are. Right? Past, before coming to Krishna consciousness, we all were in those 3 only. But we did not know that we should not be in that 3. We thought that is the normal life. Then when we started Krishna consciousness, then we knew, oh, okay. No, I am in this mudha stage. Or I am in this, the other, the craziness stage. Then we will work towards it. We will try to come towards the next 2 stages. Then only it will be little bit easy for us to understand the self and Krishna simultaneously. Other than that, it will be all in the books, all in so many lectures, but nothing will go inside us. I have seen people giving, philosophy means you just take them, only, shlokas will come out, or this will come out. But if you ask them a question that is little bit challenging, I see them getting angry. I see them getting little defensive. Where it is coming? We know Shastras. We know everything. How come we cannot control that? Okay, I understand if it would be, there is Shastra also tells what kind of anger is even bona fide. Everything is written. You cannot just say, oh, I can just get angry anytime. Bona fide anger is also there. That also we can say, oh, today I got angry for this reason. Then we will know from where that anger is coming. It is coming with us for time immemorial. And as soon as a situation like that is coming, our mind is taking it. Oh, I should get angry now. And then we will give so many logics to that. Because he said that to me, that's why otherwise I am such a peaceful person, I never get angry. What we do? Prabhupada is telling all these 6 senses, 5 senses, forget about the mind is the head, 6 senses are 5 senses are 5 wives of a person. So let's say a person has 5 wives and each wife is pulling him from each direction. What will happen to that man? Same way our senses are always pulling us in different directions, right? Tongue is telling, let me just taste this. Eyes are telling, let me just watch this. Hand is telling, let me just do something. Right? All the time. How many times we are saying, no, I will just taste Krishna Prasadam, Krishna's juice. I will only use my hand for Krishna's work, nothing else, no work, nothing, no money, I don't need anything. So there was a very good exercise a person was doing. He said, give me $100. And then he said, you said, take that $100, it's mine. It's mine. So everybody is like, it's mine. The person who saw that thought maybe it is gone, right? Then in the end, he's like, no, it is yours. So just little things we cannot give up, right? Like let's say my clothes should should be in this closet. Somebody keeps it in the other closet. If I get angry for that, or if I get upset, not angry, like why did you do that? So if we cannot leave the asakti to these material things, how we will get our asakti towards Krishna? So that is what he's saying here, that once we are in that stage, we will be indifferent. Nothing will matter to us. And then slowly we will see. There was a time we would love to, ladies would love to have 50 saris, 80 saris in their closet. Then slowly we'll think, oh my God, what is this? One or two is also not required. That is your progress, and you can just pat yourself, okay, you know what, I'm progressing. Somebody must be Bairagi from the beginning. Like Radhanath Swami Maharaj, 2 things he gets, and he washes in the night, he sleeps on the floor, and he does. To be in that stage, like only his mercy can happen, then we all be there. So whatever little advancement we do, that is a progress in Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. I'll stop.
Anybody wants to share with us?
Hare Krishna Mathaji. Though I came late, I joined this new session. I was listening. I was like, wow, one after the other, like bullets. It's like a lot of takeaways. And then like 3 things that just got stuck to my mind is like, main reason is avidya, that's true. And then the way you said, if you don't even know, then where's the question of forgetting if you don't even remember? So everything starts from there. And then the second takeaway was everything stays in the books, here, there, but what about us, right? So, like, what is it end of the day for us to implement? And the third thing is no words to tell about the mind exercise. It's if every time when we chant, if we just remind ourselves this much, I'm sure. And then that analogy you said, like whenever you think you're upset, turn away to Krishna. But remembering that, which comes by practice, so a lot of takeaways. Thank you, Bhataji.
That works. Like I practice that, like because every day you will come across so many things in your life.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam, Jai Shila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet, Mataji. Mataji, first of all, very nice class, very excellent class, and a lot of takeaways as Mataji mentioned, and most importantly, like mind, like how to control, and you explained it very well. The example of the walking to the Patel brothers and coming back is a very nice example. So, Mataji, I have questions, so you want to take at the end?
Yeah, and I don't mind.
Yeah,
What is the question? Yeah. I might forget in the end.
Yeah, Mataji, my question is like, can we have desires? Like, is it okay to have a desire, like either material, spiritual? Like, is it good or bad, or we should not have a desire?
There is no way we can say we do not have any desire or we should not have desire. Desire will be there, and it is not only from this lifetime. I told, like, desires comes with us for millions of whichever body we had. We did that karma, and that subtle body is moving with us. Unless that subtle material body is spiritualized, then until then we have to go, right? Like whatever body I had, now I have. And how, like as soon as, like let's say a baby is born and we will say, oh, such a sweet baby, we all like that baby, right? Babies, there is no one in the world can hate a baby. Why? Because at that time they are very pure. Because whatever is there, impression in their chitta is not coming to the mind because their senses have not grown, their senses have not developed. As soon as the senses developed and the kid is like 6, 7, 8, you see the difference. And then at that time also, like when you see a small infant or 7, 6 months, automatically we also smile, even if we know or we don't know. How is that happening? Did anybody ever thought about it? How is that happening? Because that is the purity of the soul that is pulling us like that. Like, automatically the pure thing that is inside is coming out. So when we come in contact of our guru, or when we come in contact of a sadhu, how we feel very energized. How? Because they radiate that to us, right? So no matter what, the desire will be there, even if it is material. That's fine. So Prabhupada is saying that People go to the temple or church and say, please give me a piece of bread and our butter, whatever. That we know that even an elephant is being fed in Africa, tons and tons of food. Where is it coming from? From Krishna. But still we go to ask. Prabhupada is telling they are better than people, those who do not even believe in going to temple or believe in shastras. So desires will be there, Prabhu, but only thing with practice, you just have to change it. Let's say you have a desire to buy a beautiful home, for example, or beautiful car, whatever. Nothing wrong in that, but then you think slowly how to use that car for Krishna's service. Initially maybe we will just tell that, oh, I'm just buying this for Krishna's service only. Why? Because I want to make other people think I'm such a big devotee. But inside I'm like, oh, my friend has a Mercedes, I should have one. But when I buy, oh, my Guru Maharaj will sit. I can tell that. You guys will not know, but Krishna will know. But slowly, always we have to be honest with Krishna. Because no matter what, those two eyes are seeing us all the time, inside, within and without. So we have to be very careful, and then slowly you will change your desire. That I said, like Mataji's, I gave an example. It is my own example. I started, as Prabhu said, I started dressing the deities. I don't know how many years I'm doing here. Prior to that also I did in New Orleans. But that time I was very young. Like I got married, I came just in my early 20s. Because my husband was a temple president there, I was told to go to the altar and dress the deities. I really did not know what to do. But I somehow or other, by Krishna's mercy, I dressed them. It happened to my Guru Maharaj came that day to New Orleans. And when he came, he went and he saw the deities and he walked through the pujari room. I got very scared. What happened? Why Guru Maharaj left like that? He called my husband, come. He went and he goes, who dressed the deities today? I said, my wife. Then he again came like, what happened? Then he came and gave me a garland. And he cried. He said, Radharani is looking so beautiful. I'm like, Guru Maharaj, I even don't know what dressing is. No, first time I did. So by his mercy, by his blessings only, I am able to do that little service what I am doing today. But by doing that, Prabhuji, that cleaned me so much that there was a time when I see like big necklaces ladies are wearing, and my mind immediately will not go. I'm like, Radharani's thing they are wearing, how come they are wearing this? Then I have to come back. I'm like, no. Human beings necklace, I put it in Radharani. Right? So it happens. Then slowly your interest will go, and your interest will be how are you going to decorate the deity. So all your desire you can change that way. I love to buy sari, I'll buy it for Radharani. It will go away, Prabhu, slowly. But it is nothing wrong in having desire.
Thanks a lot, Mataji. One more follow-up question into it. Sorry, taking.
No.
So at what stage you think like a desire become a greed?
If you contemplate on that a lot, your desire, that's what I said, that it takes mind, mind gets it from the chitta, and then we contemplate on it. And desire is the younger brother of anger. Why anger comes? If you have lot of desire, and then the more you contemplate on it and you finish it, you do it for your own sense gratification, not for Krishna's senses, then it becomes greed. And Prabhupada is saying that you can measure your spirituality, if it is going up or down, is from your lust and greed. And he gave a very good example. Greed is not a big things, Prabhuji. Greed is even I ate little bit more today. Like my stomach is for like one chapati, but I like the taste of the sabji, I ate 2 chapatis, right? That is greed. So Prabhupada is saying, when you know that you are only eating to maintain your body and soul together so that you can serve Krishna. How many of us are that way? I am not. Right? So these little things first let us try to do. Big things will happen easily actually. Actually big things we can handle. Little things are the things that we fail to handle in our life. Very little things. So I came in, he did not tell me Hare Krishna. What did I do? Or why did Prabhu did not tell me Hare Krishna? But some big things will happen in life, like some accident happened, car broke, nothing, oh that's okay. But why he did not tell me Hare Krishna? Those are the little things we have to always be aware. Very aware. And then again, The next class, whenever I get opportunity to say, I will say that how to stop the mind thinking. Because the mouth, Bacho Begum, people can do, okay, Bacho Begum, I'm not going to say anything, I'll just control my tongue, I will not say, we'll do that. This one, because nobody can see. And we have all the liberty in the world to think whatever we want to think. And good thing that in Kali Yuga, we don't get repercussion from thinking. We don't get any bad karma from thinking. But as you said, when the desire becomes greed, that's when if we do not stop our thinking, then it becomes our nature. Slowly, that will become our nature.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it was very nice to hearing you all the time. And when you give us the exercise thing, I was remembered about my childhood life. Like, I used to wait for my mom to come back from work, and like that time there was no car or anything. Like our village was too far from the city, so she used to walk like 3 miles from the there was no car or no vehicle, so she has to walk. So I was like meditating. My mom is right now in there, in the point, and she's walking by step. I was like saying one step, two. Like I was thinking she's coming. And whenever like I'm done, and then she used to call me.
Haribol.
That I remembered when you said like, she used to call me Abu, means baby, in her language. So like that, I was remembering that when you were like doing the exercise.
These all exercises, like not for external. It is that by the time, like if we do and practice, what will happen is we'll get connected with the Vishnu that is inside the Paramatma. So you will see some people's intuition is 100% correct. They can say this is going to happen. Or like you go, you ask Guru something, they say immediately, how? These are the sadhanas they have done. The sadhana, like Krishna will talk to you. Srila Prabhupada is saying Krishna will speak with you, but you have to follow. It's not that, oh Krishna, you cannot order, he's not your servant. Krishna, I want to see you. Prabhupada is like, who are you to see him? What eyes do you have to see Krishna? But lead your life in such a way that Krishna sees you every day. Then these are exercises not for like, okay, you know what, I did this exercise just for fun. These are the exercises that will allow us to deeply, you will see like in the morning in Brahma Muhurta when you guys get up, like somebody gets up at 3:45, we go, we do everything, chant, you go to the bathroom, come back and you sit down and you just close your eyes and count backwards from 100 to 1. Slowly 10 to 1 will take you in deep meditation and then you will start chanting. First you do 100 to 1, you see that, you do it and you will tell me the power that you get and the feeling that you will feel, but backwards. Once you are done with that, you start chanting. That is also science behind it, how your brain cell and all work, science is there, but spirituality is nothing other than science. Science is nothing other than spirituality, that you are training your mind. So 1 to backward you see and you will feel that. You do it tomorrow morning, if you tomorrow, whatever, whenever in the morning you do and then you start. Then you get all your answers also. So Prabhupada is telling you that intuition is what? Right? So that is how we have to just practice. And just try to see every soul as Krishna. That is why that Virata Rupa is there. And when you know those little box at the belt of Krishna's waist, you will not even feel like killing them. Oh, like it gives. Then that helps us to be in mode of goodness. Once we are in mode of goodness, then it will be easy for us to transcend, like transcendental, like no more any more modes. But to go there also, it's difficult.
Thank you, Mataji.
Ed Prabhu. Ed Prabhu, take.
You want a reflection from me, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I had the privilege of hearing Mataji speak twice on this, and I really enjoyed the changes that you made based on the audience, based on what everyone had said prior. Very enjoyable hearing about the mind and the context of Krishna consciousness and how we can better focus the mind on devotional service and focus on Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Today's lecture was very wonderful. I think, especially the today's text in question. It was very philosophical in nature. How we have to separate, like our gross and subtle form from ourself. And I think you did a very good job at highlighting the complexities that exist within, like our true self, and how we have to really think and reflect in order to connect with Krishna that exists within all of us. So I think you did really good at explaining that. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. I really appreciate you because I was thinking that today about you, that how consistent are you in coming every Saturday. You're very, very consistent, and it's very inspiring to other people, other your age kids. Please keep it up.
Of course, Mataji. Thank you.
Krishna Mataji, thank you again for such a wonderful, actually very practical class, Mataji. And just some things I wanted to share actually about the chanting and keeping the mind focused. Since I have heard this in other classes, they say that first of all, when we get up early in the morning, the first thing we do is check WhatsApp messages. So don't do that. Don't put anything else in your head, because otherwise you start contemplating on it when you chant.
Yeah, so actually the mind is like a blotting paper.
Yes.
In the morning, whatever you
yes,
see,
absolutely.
Right,
So the first thing if you can do is take darshan of some deity, or keep a photo, or take some deity darshan, the lotus feet of Krishna, whichever form of Krishna you like. And then if you start chanting, then the mind kind of starts dwelling on that. And don't think about any other, because any other messages or who message me, don't check any of those. Keep the phone off, because that's a very big distraction.
No, that is actually right. But but for me, I didn't.
Don't pick up the phone till at least.
No, you can always have your phone with Krishna,
with
take it and just move on.
Yeah, that's what. There are many devotees who have done it. Or they keep a photo of the Radha Krishna in front of them and they start chanting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is very important.
Some people
Very
who do
important.
that. So just I heard this and so I'm just sharing
So
it.
yes, Mataji, I have done that in my house. Wherever you go, you will only see Krishna, but still mind goes away.
Yes, that's true.
Still mind will go. Like Guru Maharaj was telling, he had his mind was going to, today what shopping I have to do. I have to buy this potato, this, that for Krishna, like that. So he said he got a notebook and he started writing. And he told his mind, this all I will do after my chanting is finished. And mind listens. You can put 1,000 things in front of your eyes and just look at it, but inside where it is going, that every single one of us have to just know where we stand. That's it. There are some people, like I told Srila Prabhupada, afternoon also he get connected, night also he'll get connected. But for us in ignorance, when lot of ignorance is there, if we start to chant, then we will just complete it. But how much are we getting connected?
I mean, I even heard that there are some, of course, senior devotees, not my level devotees. I'm not a devotee. But there are some people who carry a small pocket-sized Bhagavad Gita. Whenever little time they have, in between, even if it is 5 minutes, they'll open Srimad Bhagavatham. So that they don't let the mind go anywhere else.
24 hours service.
Yes.
Once we are there, that we don't have to even be in the class.
They don't work or anything. But in between, whenever, because those are the times when the mind starts jumping around and doing crazy things. So this is just.
You can always think of Krishna anyway, anything
Thank you so much,
Srila
Madhu.
Prabhupada said, we have to just hear when we are saying.
Chanting.
We don't have to think about anything, Radha Krishna, anything. Picture, we don't have to put anything. We just have to hear the name.
Yes, but we still get things in front of our eyes, Are, ye karna hai, are, what is that stupid, that person told me this thing, what nonsense. All those, I mean those.
These are all little tricks people will share.
It comes in front of our eyes. That's why it's better to have a picture of Krishna instead of thinking of some person or some situation or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Hearing, the more you hear, and you say,
that's true.
Prabhupada is saying that slowly it will come to you. That that hankering to chant. Now our is okay. My 16th round is done. I have to do this now, do that now. But if you I want to chant more, I want to chant more. Any little time you get, you chant. So you know you are progressing. We don't have to show anybody. Like inside, what we will do little tricks here and there so that we can concentrate more. Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. It was very nice session. While you're doing little exercise, I find it an opportunity to focus on Lord Krishna, and I watch more teach on it, Mugut and Mansuri, but I'm able to focus on that while finish whole thing. That was good. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Everybody has their own position. There is no sorry. We are just trying to see that, because 6 to 7 minutes it takes for one round. If our mind doesn't go anywhere for 7 minutes, at least one round we did, right? Like we know our mind. Then we have to slowly take little break in between, because maybe Darshan can explain better than I do of the neuroscience and the neurons and our brain, our attention doesn't stay more than certain minutes. It just goes here and there. So how to control that? So that's what.
Yeah, most of people now know soul is different from body, and when they self-realization happen. But if we really self-realize it, then it turns into our activity. No matter how intelligent or smart we are, but if it's not so up in activity, then we have to keep learning and trying to adjust ourselves, and that's all about it. We also have a family, we have that responsibility, but if it's like following through Lord Krishna's, whatever he preaches, doing all this activity, keep consciously, focus on that while doing that, and honestly doing our work at the job, and that's all about it. We have to try to improve ourselves, and it's a never-ending process.
Never ending, Prabhuji. One Srila Prabhupada disciple recently, he was telling that he was admitted in the hospital. He was in the ICU. He was crying that Krishna gave him another chance. After practicing for that many years, he's very, very nice devotee. But when he was in ICU, he said all those things he did when he was a kid or whatever life, certain things also he never did, that was only coming. Krishna was not coming, Krishna consciousness was not coming. But because of his devotional service what he has done, Krishna sent a devotee with Prabhupada's chanting and all, and then immediately he got it back. So it's not of this lifetime, so many lifetimes whatever is there. Because let's say I just came into Krishna consciousness for this lifetime. How many lifetimes I have that is already there to clean it? It's not going to take only this lifetime, right? So that in the end I will remember Krishna. But Krishna is very merciful. Like if he sees the desire, the real desire we have, he's going to award that to us. Okay, Prabhu, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, please. Good round of applause, please. Very nice. I'd like to hear more from you again. One thing what you said was very powerful, that if our mind is not good, all this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, everything is just on the books. It is not into our heart. So we have to control our mind. And also, one of the exercises we do here at the beginning is chant with Srila Prabhupada, one round. So that is very effective.
That is mantra medicine.
Yeah, so that is very nice.
That is mantra medicine, the meditation. That is the best thing that we pull people to do, mantra medicine or the meditation.
Also, if anybody is interested, I'll send a link. And morning we have a chanting group. Early morning 4, it starts at 4:30 and it ends by 6:37. So feel free to join. Okay, there are many devotees, almost 10 devotees join every day. And we also chant Shikshastakam in between. It's very nice to chant in a group. Thank you.
So just one thing I will add, like Srila Prabhupada video I can play that. Prabhupada is saying that I have that video. He's saying Krishna is telling, yo me bhaktya prayachati. He is not telling, give me Sanskrit slokas. He is not telling, he's not telling that you become a scholar. He's saying that just do with devotion. Krishna is only asking for that. That's what I was telling, that no matter what I know, if I am not implementing it, is just saying in my notebook and my computer. That is what, like, I always try to do. So Srila Prabhupada's little thing, I just saved. I told my son, like, I saved so many. I said, the day I will leave my body.
You also send me that.
Yes, so I told the Arpan that, when I leave this body, you take this phone and go to WhatsApp and see whatever I have saved and you read. You read. He's like, Mommy, why are you saying that? I'm like, because I don't think in this lifetime, whatever life I have left, I can finish whatever I have. But you can take it on.
Thank you, Mataji. And not to forget, there are some online devotees. If they want to share anything online, please unmute yourself if you want to share anything. I think that's good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Also, on back of your mind, if you want to think, in the month of March, we have Gaurav Purnima festival, first Gaurav Purnima festival, right? So that's the first festival of the year. It's a big festival. So it falls on Thursday. So Thursday it will be in ISKCON Philadelphia, big feast. And 14th, I think. I'm not sure about the date. Yeah. Friday, Gaurav Purnima festival is celebrated in Bhakti Gardens, ISKCON, in the downtown. Okay, it's a wonderful small temple. And Saturday we can think of celebrating here, if we are all okay. So we can plan for it, big way. Gaurav Purnima. Okay. Thank you. Just think about the back of your mind. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you, online devotees. Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmane Vaishnave, Kalpa Punyavatam Rajan, Vishwaso Naiva Jayate, Sharira Vidya Jal, Jadendriya Taheka, Jiva Fele Vishya Sagare, Paramadya Jivahati, Ubhamaya Sudurmati, Take Jatakatina Samsare, Krishna Borodayamay, Puribara Jivajay, Saprasada Nadilo Bai, Jaya Namrita Pao, Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao, Premada Ko Chaitanya Nitai, Jai Nimai Jai Nitai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Krishna Mahaprasadam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you.